Hello, people. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to wherever you are watching me from. This is yours truly, Mr. O. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending your time and your data to be on this page. And I want to appreciate all our followers from all over the world, wherever you are watching from. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. This evening, I'm going to be very quick. I just want to bring this information to all of us so that at least whoever it will help, yes, they'll help because our goal is to change mindsets. Our goal is to make sure that a lot of people are liberated from the tribe of poverty, and we are doing that with passion. Yes, a lot of things are going on behind the scenes that a lot of you may not know about, but we are making strides. And I thank everyone who has been part of this success story. And I want to also congratulate those who have arrived in the United States. I know a lot of teachers have arrived. I spoke to some of them this morning in South Carolina and some in Illinois, and they are settling in very well. Yes, I know some of the road may not be so smooth, but just be patient. Just be patient for the process. Things will settle well. All right. Yes, this evening I just want to start by saying that first of all, please, I am not an immigration officer. Neither do I hold myself as such. I am not a licensed immigration officer in any way. I share my story. I share whatever information I have in order to help all of us to be liberated. And I want it to remain as such. A lot of people have reached out to me. Please, do you give visas? Somebody was in my WhatsApp this morning. He sent a message a while ago, but I didn't reply early. He said, "Do you give visas? Can I get?" And I said, "No, I don't. I do not give visas." Then he sent another message. "Can you help me to relocate to Canada?" And I was confused because I thought I just replied to you that I don't give visa. So why were you asking me whether I can help you to relocate to Canada? I don't know how you want to help. So please, I don't give visas to the US or to Canada to anywhere. I am just a normal Joe, a normal mathematics teacher who is willing to share every information pertaining to this teacher program and any other educational program that I find interesting, And as and when we all have, we share. We cross share on all our platforms and every information that is relevant to our development as people, I will definitely share with you. Why will I hide it? I told you the gatekeepers, their time is gone. Now it is the era of information sharing, and we are making it accessible to everyone. So please do not make it complicated, and do not go to anybody's page and ask them to give you visa. No, they don't give visa. Choco does not give visa. Peter does not give visa. I'm a Messi does not give visa. Just not ask Nancy, Scoffery, and nobody. And I mean, Jekwashi, for Canada, nobody gives visa. So please do not go asking them for visa. Do not go asking them to help you to relocate. They cannot do anything about that. All right, that is number one. The second thing on agenda, is about those who have been sending me messages, and you just come and write hello, hi, good morning, good evening. Please, I've said it time and time again that with all due respect, if you are sending me a message either by email or by WhatsApp or by any of the means that is available for now, um, let's all go straight to the point. Let's be cautious and go straight to the point. You know what I mean? If you send me a hi, I know there are some highs in my WhatsApp. It's been like 2 months. I've not replied to them. And I've said it several times. If you send me a hi, I will not respond. Respectfully, I will not. Because I don't know what I'm responding to. All right? I will not respond. If you send me hello, good morning, just like that, and you leave it without any information, I don't know what you want me to respond to. I will appreciate it if you can go straight to the information or the question and just say, hey, I want this, and that. Then probably if I read it and it's something I can give you immediately, I do it. But if I cannot, then maybe I'll respond to it later. Okay? So please let's take note of that. All right. I would really appreciate it if we all keep it short, straight to the point, and it will help save everybody's time. Yes. And as and when. And please, again, if I have not asked you to call me, kindly do not do that. The time difference now between US and especially Ghana is now 4 hours. That is between us. Very soon we will change the time again and it will be 5 hours. So please, if you are calling somebody in the US, in UK, anywhere, and you are in any part of Africa, kindly go to Google and check what is the time now in Singapore before you call the person. Because a lot of people, and for me, my phone is always on vibration in a way. So I've missed a lot of calls from people. I just look at it and say, well, I've not asked you to call me. We've not had any appointment for you to call me. In fact, if you have an appointment with me, I will definitely call you. Yes. So please let's help each other so that we can all help this information sharing to be simple. All right. Then also I want to add that um, thank you for everyone. Good evening, you see. Good evening, Amufa, Amano. Good evening. Yes, and everyone that is watching. If I've not mentioned your name, good evening to you. Then also I want to add also that this is even funny. Please, if you send me a WhatsApp, okay, somebody sent me a WhatsApp this a while ago, some few days, and I responded today. And the person asked me, I should give him the list of schools in the US that will accept low GPA from Ghana. I looked at the question and I was thinking in my head how, and I realized that there was this guy I follow on Facebook. I just chanced upon his content and I copied the link and I sent it to the person. In fact, I shared it with a friend, a personal friend. So I shared it with this person. And he said, so the person read it and he said, oh, I've seen it. I've even applied to some of them. But can you still go and search and give me the list of the ones that I can easily apply? And I was like, dude, I just told you what to do. Go to Google and search. The same question you're asking me, copy the same question and paste it in Google. And what I noticed was that the person said he did IT. He or she did IT. His qualifications in IT. And I'm like, I was thinking to myself, you have a qualification in IT, and all you need is internet and Google. And once you have an internet, you can get Google. And that's it. So I don't know why the person was expecting me to go sit down, leave my sleep, leave everything I'm doing, leave my car business, leave my teaching, leave my sleeping, my Netflix movies. I should leave them and just and leave my family and just sit down, look for schools that are accepting low GPA whilst you are chilling. In fact, I'm sure that person may be in the bar chilling or somewhere. I don't know. I don't know you, but this is not just I've not mentioned anybody's name. But it's it's really unfortunate how we feel so entitled and how we feel so lazy. Let me say, look, some of us before we got here, we had to sit down and learn. And I believe probably I'll speak with Peter and he has to do a training on some of these things. When you are coming to school here, it is not taking change. It is not a walk in the park. You understand? Schools in the US, in Canada, in UK, it is not like I'm coming to sleep and wake up and go and copy somebody's assignment and present. You are always on your toes 24/7. You have like 3 or 4 presentations in a week. You have like 10 assignments to submit. You are running here, you are running this seminar. And these presentations, as you are doing them, as you are doing them, somebody is sitting behind the laptop and cross-referencing the information you are giving, and whether it is accurate or not. Yes, professors are sitting there, your own colleagues are sitting there. You are mentioning GPA, you say, oh, the GDP of Botswana is this, as at yesterday, blah, blah, blah. You are quoting. Somebody is checking and verifying the data you are giving. So it is not that simple that somebody will do the research for you and present the information to you, and you also to sit down and click on the link. In fact, people have sent me WhatsApp and they are telling me that they want me to fill the application form for them, even after I've put them on the Telegram page. Yes, they want me to fill the agency form for them. And I look at it and I said, this is the same reason why our people are being taken advantage of. Because you cannot sit down, you don't want to do anything. Choco has sent out a lot of videos on these Canada moves, even the PR and all that. You don't want to watch any of them. You want to just sit and in the comfort of your home, have it all easy. It is not easy like that. Before I came here, I had to do a lot of research. A lot of research. I was applying things myself, and my data was on 24/7. You see, that was one thing. I didn't care. Hmm? I didn't care how much data I would burn. My data, my full data was always on because as soon as the email drops, I want to reply. Because you see the time difference. When they send me the email around Ghana time 5 p.m., it means around 12 or 1 p.m. here in the US. And I am seeing it around 5. I don't look at it like oh it's 5 p.m. so the day has ended. No. I convert the time and I quickly reply. In the next one, at a point the lady was like, how are you able to reply so quick? I said, well, I'm ready. All these things gives a signal to the people you are dealing with. So they send it, sometimes they will send it close to the end of the day, around 4 p.m. in the US. And you is around 9 in Ghana or around 8 in Ghana, depending on the time, whether it's winter or it's summertime. And my sister, if your data is on, you get an alert, you just wake up, you reply, oh, send us the document. Can you forward your CV? Can you forward your application? Can you forward this? Can you forward it? You know? And you don't sit down there. Yeah, that's what Gabriel is saying. It's too annoying. You fold your arms and you expect help to come to you. It doesn't work that way. Even Christ said, I know your problems, right? The one who created that, he said, I know your problems, but I still want you to pray to me and ask me. Because if you ask, I'll give you. So it's not like you just sit and manna will fall from heaven. That days of manna dropping from heaven is past and gone. That is what the gatekeepers were using to keep information from us. That was what they were playing on because they knew that you will not go and look for the information. So they looked for it and they said, okay, if you want the information, pay me $10,000. Agents have taken $10,000, $15,000 from people because of this same approach of how we do things. I have folded my arms. Oh, the agent will do everything. So the agent will apply the school for you and have the emails. He will do the agency. Look, I know a teacher last year. One agent in Kumasi had to do everything for him. And when he got to the embassy, the guy doesn't even have access to his email. He doesn't even know the information the guy has put there. You know? And I'm like, how? How will you do that? How? What is wrong with you? Hmm? What is wrong with you? Bonjour, bonjour, monsieur. Bonjour, bonjour, Robert. Ça va très bien? Yeah. you know? And you go all the way out and go and pay agents. And these informations are free. Some of them are just simple forms that you have to fill. That's it. Simple forms. So I don't want to dwell so much on it. I just want to encourage us, please do it yourself. It's your school application. Make sure you have your documents scanned and everything. Look at NBCC. When they opened recently, less than 72 hours, less than 48 hours, they closed the application to international applicants. Why? Because the portal was full. Look, one of my boys for him, everything is on his phone. His email, he has scanned all his documents, everything is set. So the moment they say the portal is open, that very day, he put it in, paid application fee. I had people sending me WhatsApp and emails that they want me to pay the application fee for them. I'm like, hello, You don't want to do anything. Somebody said he wants schools that they don't require application fees in the US. I said, Google, search. He said, oh, me, I should do it for him. I said, well, I'm sorry, I can't. You're not paying me for that service. You see, if you come and say, oh, I'm going to offer you $5,000 or $3,000, do this for me. Yeah, that is what you are talking. I'll put everything aside and sit down and do that research for you. But if it's for free, then you must work. At least do your part. Oh, this is what I find out. Can you check for me? Can you, of course, reference or of course, check a lot of schools for people for free? Yeah, they have done their part. They have gotten applications. But somebody, the uncle sent me email. Said, look, I want to know if this school is actually real. I want to know if the offer they gave my niece or my nephew is real. I called the school. They were not willing to give me the information, but I pushed them and I said, listen, monies are supposed to be paid. We need to authenticate this thing, or else I'm calling the U.S. Department of State. You know, and the dean or whoever had to open up and say, oh yes, he went and cross-checked the names and everything, and we did that authentication. You understand? So if those ones, because you have done your own already, so I will just add a little bit of it. But if you want me to do everything, then it has to be a pay service. All right, you have to be a pay service. Gabriel, thank you so much. Yes, I mean, if you want it, yeah, you pay for it, and we will do it for you. You know, but it's just unfortunate. Or does it say heaven will help those who help themselves? Yes, heavens are always ready to help those who are helping themselves. Okay, so if you are ready to help yourself, you will get a push, and everyone is ready to push you. You don't come blank. Oh, write my SOP for me. No, you must come out with a sample so that we look at it and say, oh, look, I reviewed somebody's SOP. He's gotten a scholarship in Alabama, and he's coming this year. The guy has written everything. I just went in, changed some few sentences, reordered it, did the paragraphing, and boom, he went in, he got it. So you don't come blank, you don't come empty. Even when Christ came, he asked, I mean, all those people he healed, he said, what do you have? He said, this is the only thing. Even God, the prophet, when he went to that woman in the Bible, he said, what do you have in the house? He said, I only have one bread and oil, and cook and eat and die. When Christ was feeding the 5,000 people, he said, what do you have? He said, I have 5 loaves of fish and 5 loaves of bread and 3 fishes or something. And Christ multiplied it and gave the people. So if you come blank, you don't have anything in your hand. I'm sorry. When God went to Friend Moses, what did he say? He said, Moses, what is your hand? He said, it's a rod. He said, put a rod on the floor. It became a big snake, swallowed all the Pharaoh's magician snakes. I mean, that is the stories we've read, and that is how life is supposed to be. You don't fold your arms and expect manna to fall from heaven. The days of manna is gone. If you want manna to fall, then I'm sure the gatekeepers are coming back. They are going to hold the information, you pay, then they give it to you. And that is a lazy approach. Okay? I don't want anybody to do that. So please, let's do our best and let's help each other. Now, listen, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Esther, yes. Um, Napoleon says, yes, it's very annoying sometimes. Oh, yes, it's annoying, but we are human beings, so that's why we are having this conversation. Okay, that's why we are having this conversation. I want you people to liberate your mind. I want everyone. I want everyone. In fact, it's my passion. If we are all liberated mentally, if we are all liberated, it's a good thing. I mean, nobody will struggle, nobody will suffer. If you are not liberated and one person is liberated, it's a struggle, it's a pain. You understand? So please, let's do our best. Let's do our best. All these things are to help us to liberate our mindset. I mean, if you get a good content, look, there are contents on this blue space, on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok, on podcasts that are solid content. But you go there, you get 5 views, 10 views. Why? Because people are not ready to change their mindset. But if you want to talk about Coral BDD, hey, you get about 1,000 followers. If you want to gossip, you get about 10 million followers. If it's about mind change content, people are not gravitating towards it. And I don't understand. And that is what we should be yearning for. What will change your concept? They are talking about neuroscience. They are talking about, look, even in car designs, now the car designs are futuristic. Building designs are becoming futuristic. Everything is looking into the future, into 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 30 years from now. But what are we doing? Everything we are doing, we are just thinking about now. Yes, what we'll get, the satisfaction we'll get now, and that's it. We are done. The world is looking 10 years, 40 years, 50 years from now. You cannot keep being myopic. You cannot keep, I mean, when the door has been opened, you cannot expect me to walk through it. This door has been opened. I cannot walk through it for you. You have to walk through it. You understand? You have to do the walking through the open door. The Bible said, "What I've placed before you an open door." Christ cannot walk through that door for you. Paul cannot walk through it. You have to walk through it. The open door has been placed before you. So if you expect that God should make the way and still walk the way, no, it's not possible. It's not possible. You have to do your part. Then He will come in and do His part. That is what I believe, and that is what I've lived, and it is working. All right, it is working. So please, let's do that. Share the video. Let's liberate our minds. Nana Bafo, thank you so much, boss. Thank you for being here. And if you follow Nana Bafo, you don't tell Nana Bafo, Nana, can you do the application for me? The NBCC, if I'm doing it from Ghana, it's not going through. It's a lie. I have a lot of people who did application from Ghana and it went through. And they even pay with their Visa card. Somebody said his Visa card, he doesn't even know how to put the Visa card. I said, okay, learn it. Put the number here. And I did that when I was doing the credential evaluation. I said, put the Visa card, the information in bit by bit. Your address that is linked to your card must be the one that is there. You know, you must be futuristic. You must be thinking beyond. So you are in Ghana, you want to travel to UK. You must be thinking UK. You must be analyzing the way the things they analyze, how they analyze stuff. But you don't get it. Oh, Nana, Nana, Minia, my friend, no, you, na share, man. Nana doesn't have time. Nana is writing research. He have about 5 assignments that he's working on. Oh, yeah, who best assignment better 10? You have like 10 assignments, presentations you have to present. Then somebody will come that he's not even paying for that service. He say, "Oh, Nana, I've sent you WhatsApp. You are not responding. I've sent you email. You are not responding." Do you know what Nana is doing? Hmm? Do you know the research work? Look, Nana, tell them. Like, I say you go should tell them. The research is not about the 1944 books that we are using. They want current data. So as you are there presenting, somebody is cross-referencing your data to check how current they are. Even the books you are using, they want to see whether you are quoting from 1944 or 1844. No, they want you to quote. Maybe there is a book and there is a revised version which is even 2023. You should be quoting from that rather than using the 2005 version. That is what they are battling with. And all you want is, "Oh, Peter, I've sent you email." Choco, the last time Choco was saying it. I mean, you come to his email, Choco, I want to have a talk with. The most annoying thing is the way they say, Nana, why is Yana? Nana, why is she? Why is she? Ah, how is that possible? Hmm? The most annoying thing is they'll just have that small part. Can I talk to you? And you see, unfortunately, as I was saying this, somebody has come to the comment section and said, "How do I get a WhatsApp number?" You see, you are not following. If you know the page, you know how to get a WhatsApp number. The icon is right there. You can click on it and send. The Gmail is right there. You don't need me to be giving you. You see, you should be a little observant. You should be able to set a little bit. Hmm? And we are trying. And you see, when they come, oh, Pakana, so Mokasa will challenge 10,000, and I said 5,000. They will come empty, and they expect that everything they tell you, you should do it. I think you are their beck and call. Please, please, I'm begging you guys, don't let us do that. All right, don't let us do that. Let's try our best. Let's try our best and help each other. Oh, Madam Mary, Adanova, thank you so much for being here. Oh yeah, you're very how rough. Oh yeah, I said you and Peter should do a forum where you tell them the reality. You see, give them a peek into the classroom, into what goes into your lecture room in a typical day. Okay, so that they know that you are not just walking on the street and you don't have anything to do. Then I watch Peter's video and I see him. He say, hey, people have said, Peter, I've sent you email since the last month. You have not replied. Please, can you reply to my email? I said, Peter, you are suffering. Let them know. Let them know the research and assignment. Who they that who they show them the research work and assignments you have to do in a day. Even as a teacher, the things I have to look, the training, and that brings me to my mind. Sister Ama is organizing training, and he wants, in fact, he's looking for sponsorship for teachers. So far, he has gotten 4 teachers. She wants to sponsor 50 teachers. All right, to train them for professional development, pedagogy, and so far we've gotten 4. We are left with 46 to go. I put the information there. If you go to my page, the number is there, and I can still put it. The number is 054 Okay, 054 89577. So 054 This is the Momo number you have to use to support Amamensin in training teachers, especially those who want to travel and those who are even staying back. All right, not only those who want to travel, uh, those who are even staying back. She wants to train. Listen, the world has moved beyond. Let me do this by sharing this story. So when I came first to Florida, that was the first place I went to. There's a school, the Evans High School. Now, in the midst of all the chaos, in the midst of all everything, oh, students are respecting you. You are struggling with how to manage your class, how to deal with the phones, how to deal with noise, how to, truancy and all that. You are dealing with everything. Then one day we were there. I teach math. I was teaching algebra 2. And there was this Jamaican woman who was across my class who was also teaching geometry. And this woman was the HOD when she was back in Jamaica. She was the head of department. I mean, she's an engineer. She's a trained engineer, but she's been teaching math all her life. So she's that good. So for geometry, it's one of the. I mean, engineers are best people to teach geometry. Trust me. So and when she came, she was 52. Yes, because she celebrated her 52nd birthday whilst we were there. And even that one is it's a whole story on its own. That day, her BP went up more than 100. She was off the roof because the students were stressing her on her birthday. Long story short, in the midst of all the chaos, one of the administrators sent us an email, the two of us, I and herself, sent us an email that we should uh, go for training somewhere after class. In Florida, the school closes at 2 o'clock. Orange County, the school closes at 2 o'clock, 2:20. And we were supposed to go for the training around 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. We went for the training, we got to the training, and it was raining that day. And we were just angry with ourselves that why are we the only. So we thought we were a lot, but apparently it was just the two of us from the math department. And we didn't understand why we were supposed to go for that training. So we went there, we sat in the training, and almost 40, 30 minutes into the training, we were all confused. I was looking at her, she was looking at me. And we are like, why are we here? What are we doing here? Because all the things they were talking about were related to kindergarten and nursery classroom. All right. The whole training was about like elementary teachers. In fact, everyone in that room was elementary teachers. We were the only high school teachers who were there. So she looked at me and she's like, these things are too elementary. Because the kids we are dealing with are not so small like what you are talking about. They are big boys and big girls. And we were confused, but we are there. So I told her, listen, let's just sit in and listen. When we are done, we go. But after 1 hour, she got up and called the coordinator, the one who was training us. He said, are we in the wrong training or is there another training going somewhere? He said, no, this is the only one. And so we are from the high school, but we were asked to come for this training. And the man said, no, this is for basic teachers, elementary teachers. So we were like, oh my God, like that moment where you realize that you are in the wrong place. But we were almost through. So we were like, you know what, let's just sit in and listen to the theories. Because we were listening to everybody who was talking about, oh, how I sing for my children, how I give them candy, how I give them this one, how I give them coffee, and all that. And I'm like, uh, we were not understanding anything. The long story short, the following day we went back to school, and the principal or the administrator who asked us to go for this training came around. Oh, did you go for the training? We want to have a post training conference. We said okay. We went for the conference, and she was like, "So how was the training? Did you learn? What did you learn? So what are the takeouts from the training? I mean, can you give me your takeouts? Blah blah blah." And we're like, we didn't take anything out from that training, and the training was for elementary teachers, basic KG teachers, and we were in high school. We were the only high school teachers there. And the administrator looked at us and said, "Yes, I sent you there. I know why I sent you there." The two of us were confused. Come and see this old, this elderly woman. She was like, "Miss, what go on? What are you say?" You know, Jamaicans. He said, "What are you say? Me, high school teacher, go to basic training." And, the Ghanaian in me, I was just quiet. And the woman said, yes, she knew and she sent us there. You know, she knew and she sent us there. What was his reasoning? Because her reasoning was that we don't know how to teach. Yes, that was her reasoning. It wasn't about the content we had, it was about the way we were delivering. You know, Jamaica, Africa, we had the same kind of training. We learn rote learning, chew and pour. We know the thing. The teacher goes to the classroom. The teacher is the boss. You keep quiet. You are even scared to ask questions, right? So that is how it's been. But you come to a different culture, a different environment where it is about student centered. Okay. And all these things we learned in school came alive about Skinner, about Piaget, the behaviorists, the constructivists, and all those things. The whole thing was like, oh my God. So this is what we learned when we were in school. This is what all these guys were talking about. The world has moved on from where the teacher is the boss. You know, that was what we didn't get. We missed that point. The world had moved on long ago. When the educational reforms came, the world moved on. But Africa, in other parts of the Caribbean, we were still in the old system because that is what suits us. That was what the colonialists left with us, and we were still pouring on these children. But now the tables have turned. You are supposed to make the student the center. And I always tell the teachers who are coming, listen, in America, in the UK, in Canada, in wherever, in the hierarchy of the school system, it is not drawn anywhere. You will not see the hierarchy structure, but in your mind, know it. The student is the first, is at the top before the principal. Yes, the student is the first in the hierarchy, then the principal and administrators before you, the teachers. Trust me. So when it comes there, in fact, even the students and the parents are up there. Okay? So it is more student centered. Everything you're doing is about them. Everything you're doing about them. So the way we delivered was a problem. Upon second thought, about a week later, I took the same training material. All right? I took the same training material and I sat down and I read over it and I realized that, oh, this woman made sense. You know, the thing made sense to me again because I'm like, I'm teaching high school, but you took me to a basic school training. Why? Because all they wanted me to do was to make it very basic. It wasn't about my content. I know what I'm supposed to teach. I know my content. I know my math. I know my calculus. But it was about how I delivered it. That is what Amma Benson is doing. She just wants us to change the way we deliver. It shouldn't be about you, the teacher, pouring into the students as if you are the boss of all the knowledge. It must be student centered. And I think those of you who went to training college, who went to uh, um, Winneba and all Cape Coast and all this, you've heard about all these educational reforms and all that. I don't want to be using pedagogy and heterogogy and all the no. Let us make it simple. Student centered, you've heard it before. Okay? That is all we're talking about. How are we supposed to reinforce that? How to manage your class? Look, and she always says, if you don't manage your class, the students will mismanage the class for you. If you don't manage your class, the students will mismanage the class for you. And that is the truth. And that was the chaos we always see when we came fresh. Because we were not managing the class. You were not managing, look, you must manage, and Councillor Luttrell, credit to him, he will always tell you, manage the anger of others. You see, managing your own anger and managing the anger of others. You are doing this thing at the same time. And that is what we are talking about. In the US classroom, you are managing your own anger, you are suppressing it, you are controlling it, and you are managing the anger of those students. Because those students, some of them are angry. Some of them are just sitting there, they are just angry. Trust me, they're just angry. It is a emofu, emo, it's just more. So you must manage your own first in order not to, best out. Then you must go in and manage those people, those students that you are teaching. And it's a whole lot of things. It's like you are doing five, six things at the same time. You are teaching and you are checking that their phones are not, they are not using their phones. You are checking that the work you have given on the laptop, the student is not on a different web page. He's not watching basketball. He's not playing music. He's on tax. You are watching. You are doing so much. You are multitasking. Back home we don't multitask. We don't check anything because they don't bring phones to the class. They don't bring any of these things. They don't do any of these things. You don't even have access to laptops. But here you are doing all those things at the same time. At the point I got to exhausted. Not exhaustion from teaching, but exhausted from activities. You are like a manager. Look, the phone will ring. Oh, Mr. Oh, can we have this student in the office? You have to attend to that phone and write a note for the student and send the student out, go to the office. And once you are writing that note, somebody is about to fight. You must go and separate that fight. As you are separating that fight, somebody is walking out of the class. No, you cannot go out of the class. Come back. As you are doing all these things, you are telling them, guys, let's be on task. So the routines are many. So the moment you don't get it right, you are done. Please, if you're a teacher, I'm not going to say this much. If you're a teacher in Ghana, anywhere in the world, in Uganda, in Tanzania, in Zimbabwe, in Azerbaijan, even if you are a teacher in Timbuktu, in Ethiopia, Nigeria, please sign up to Amamensin's pedagogy training for teachers. It is very important. Look, if we had some of those trainings, professional trainings, I'm sure we would have benefited. It's just $50. If you can't pay, please refer to organizations. Let's call organizations that can pay for teachers, at least 50 teachers. It's just $50. All right. Pay and look. When you come here, the professional trainings, they are not like they're not like the ones we have back home. Not the one that they will gather about 500 teachers in a hall or 200 teachers in a hall and be showing you how to teach. No, here it is one on one. Sometimes you are just two in a group or just three in a group, and the questions are there. You are supposed to what answer. You're supposed to deliberate on a concept, an article, and talk about it. You're supposed to read the article about 4 pages in the training, and in the training, give your report, give your takeout, do this at the same time. You will go through that meal. Trust me. And you see, it's painful because we are not used to it. So from the beginning, it was painful for me. It was exhausting for me. I'm like, what is this? But after I've gone through it for 4 years, I'm like, oh, I see. I see why these people are different. I see why their children are different. They are confident. They can stand. Look, As much as we hate to talk about it that, oh, these kids are disrespectful, they don't respect, blah, blah, blah. Look, the confidence that they repose. At 15 years, you are allowed to take your driving license. Yes, your driving permit, you are allowed to take it. And by 16, you can drive. Because by 16, legally, you can work. Even you are in the high school, he's working. So that student sitting in your class, he has a truck, F-150. He's driving to work right after class. You can understand? So, so by the time already 22, by the time they are 21, the confidence and the level of understanding that they have is very high. Especially if they go on beyond the high school and go to college and all that. The understanding is very high and the confidence is great. You know what I mean? So it is not about you in particular. No, it is not about you. Please get this training. She's organizing it on Zoom and she's good. I know her. I know the content. I've been in her trainings and I know the content you are going to have. It's not going to be cheap content. It's not cheap content. This is premium content. She has taught in the UK for years. She's teaching in the Abu Dhabi. I mean, she's been there for years. She's doing her PhD, and it's about instructional technologies and classroom management and all this. And she's versed in that area. Look, there are days we have conversations, and for 1 hour, I'm just blown. I'm like, why didn't I know these things first? So please, if you are new in the US, all the new teachers, please, $50 will not kill you. Sign up, get to that training. Apart from the trainings you're going to get from your school orientation, your school they only give you orientation. Oh. They don't give you training from the beginning. They give you orientation, but they will walk you. Look, when I go to the US, they just showed me this is your class, and they have my name there. I was happy. In America, my name is on the door, Mr. Otain is on the door. And I walked into my class. They showed me my desk. I have computer there. I have telephone there. I have everything. Oh my goodness, it's sweet. Those of you on my page, I posted my class before. Eh? I posted my class before. You could see it's sweet. The setup is nice, just like an office. You are in your office, like some GRA boss. You are feeling benze. But when the students are coming, all that you're feeling will go down to the brain. Trust me. So you need this training. And I always tell the teachers that are coming, I said, look, we are going to give you orientation behind the orientation. We will give you the raw orientation. Let the school give you the nice one. Because they will just walk in the class. Go, this is your class, teach. You're not going to understudy anybody. Like how you go to a school, they say, oh, go and study this teacher for 1 week. No. You say you know how to teach, right? You are a professional teacher. Oh, yeah. Go to teach now. That's all. Straight. So these are the little things that will be able to help you. Okay, these are the little trainings. You get your knowledge from here, from here, from here, from here. I will put out some, but I will not put everything. So you need to get some of these things. You have to pay. Sometimes you have to pay. I was speaking to somebody today. One of the big coaches in Africa, in the world, Coach Coffee. And he was mentioning that he said, look, he went for a training and he asked the ladies, the women training, women in Agric. He said, look, if you have more shoes and more handbags in a year than the number of trainings you have gone, then in fact, you are in negative. You are not even in deficit. You are in negative. You are owing. Because if the number of shoes and bags that you have outweighs or is more than the training and the mindset training, the educational materials and educational conferences you have been to, then you have a problem. You understand? Yes, you have a problem. Because this is what we are. This is what you have signed up for. Constant. These people, that's what they are better. That is why they are better than us. Constant training on the job. You can't compromise on that. Trust me. You cannot. Constant training. So please, if you're a teacher, be it in Africa or coming here, in fact, you don't even need to come here to have this training. You can be in Africa and have this training. Because if some of us had this training, look, even the little we had, we were making good use of it. But if we had more, would have been super. And our children, the kids that leave you, they leave you fulfilled. You don't want these kids to leave you. I left some of my classes back in school bitter. I left not wanting to go back. That is why some students say, I hate math, I hate science, I hate chemistry, I hate physics. It is not about the subject though. It is about the teacher who was the one who made it so bad for them. So they had a bad experience because why? You cannot manage your own anger. Yet you want to come and manage this kid. Let's be able to and to be able to manage your own anger and manage the anger of others. That is a class. That is a whole job, and that is a skill that you cannot develop in a day. You need constant training. All right. So you need constant training, which I believe you'll be getting from Ama's program. So please make time and do that because look, I tell people all the time that your purpose or your calling is not about you alone. It's tied to a whole nation. It's tied to so many things. So if you're calling as a teacher or you're calling as a trainer, maybe you are a trainer, maybe you work in a district, you work in some company that they are training people. You are not just there. I mean, it's not only about you. It is tied to so many others. So the earlier you start tapping into certain energy, certain sources for knowledge, the better for you. All right. I know some will sign up right from here. If you cannot sign up, send a message to Sister Amma and say, hey, I don't have the money. I want to be part of this training. She'll work out something with you. Is that okay? Yes. She wants you to get a knowledge. She'll work out something with you. The number is on my page. Sorry. It's on my page. I've put it here in the comment section as well. And if you are ready, you can do that. Uh, Joseph, you said, do you use marker and whiteboard? Yes, we use. But most schools have what we call the smart board, where it's interactive whiteboard. So we call it interactive whiteboard, where you just touch everything is programmed. You can do everything from your desk and your slideshow, everything, your lessons are all showing. You tap here, the links are all there, and it's connected to the internet as well. So as you are teaching and you want to pull a video from YouTube and show them how it is done, you just click on it, everything is there. But there are some other school districts who don't have the finance or the money to maintain this interactive whiteboard. So they have moved the screen and the whiteboard. I'm a traditional mathematician. My math is not about reading. So I love to calculate. I love to show them how it is worked out. So I love to write on the white marker board. So you have marker and you have the white one, the white board as well to work. So yes, you can use both in your class. And there are some classes that have the projector, overhead projectors. So you can use all of them. Yes. So we do use, but we don't use chalk. Yes, we don't use chalk. No, I'm sorry. Hamza, how are you? Nana Kwame says Gilbert Osunyame. Please, who is Gilbert Osunyame? Or you are telling somebody to come and watch the show? Yes. Thank you all. Thank you all. This is Chachala. Chachala. Hey, Chachala means what? The one who roams, right? All right, all right, all right. Thank you all. Thank you all. This is what I wanted to bring you. And please, if you have any questions, you have anything, you can ask. I have some few minutes that we can have some little chit chat. So if you have any questions you want to ask me, just ask me and let me bring this broadcast to an end. I don't want it to be too long. Yes. So if you have any questions, thank you so much, Solomon. Thank you. If you have any questions, you have anything you want to ask me, if I have not replied to your WhatsApp, please know that you didn't send it well, or probably I've not gotten time to attend to it. But I try my best to attend to them. If not, maybe I'm busy. All right? Great. So if you have any questions, please feel free and ask. And let's see how we will attend to that as well. Let me see if I have these adverts here. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. Okay. So our questions and answer session is brought to us by what? honey or ginger honey chips. Ginger honey chips. Ginger honey chips. This is very powerful medicinal. You can put it in your cocoa. You can put it in your drink. I mean, you can do anything with it, and it clears the throat. It clears your how they call it. It clears everything. hmm If you're having diarrhea, you're having whatever, you can just chew it and you will be fine. All right. Honey ginger, just call the number 0277 760 9644. 0277 760 9644. And when you are in the United States, you can call 862 215 2007. 862 215 2007. But in Ghana, you can call 0277 609644. And wherever you are, it will be delivered to you at a fee. It will be supplied to you. Ginger honey chips. Ginger honey chips. The best. The best. The best. All right. So here we are. You have a comment. You have a question. Let me see. Let me attend to them. Kuji says, what about those who are born before computer? Yes, you have to learn it. If you are born before computer, there's no excuse. Yes, there's no excuse. And please, if you are coming here, you were a headmaster, you were a district coordinator, put all those things aside. I had people come in and say, oh, me, I was a NAT coordinator in a district. I was the NAGRAT secretary in Nandom. I'm this. I was this. Please put all those posts aside because here we don't even care about your post. Yeah, I was the best teacher for 2025 in Accra. I was the best teacher in Tanzania. Please put them aside. You are coming to teach. You are not coming to learn to teach. Yes, because if you come with those high heels, that is where the frustration is more. Okay, come with a learning mindset. Come with a learning heart to accept and learn, not to come with your laurels and your achievements back home. He said what? So if you are born before, so Joseph, if you are born before computer, please start learning it. In fact, if you are coming as a student, you are coming as a teacher. Start. You should be look. Don't come to me and say I should Google schools that I will give you cheaper fees, school tuition fees. No, you have the data. Instead of using it to watch all the funny things. Yes, we all watch funny things, but those ones are in our low when you are done with everything. But data is expensive in Africa. You don't spend the little data you have watching Brother Shaggy or watching Emanuela. And at the end of the day, if you need the data for important things, you don't have data. People are always putting their data off in Africa. The data is always off. So when even they send them email, he said, "Oh, I saw the email 3 days ago. I didn't. My data was off." So my sister, if you are ready to travel, if you want to travel, there's no point in trying to say your data is off. All right? And please, I'm begging you. I just want to pass that comment. Asayabons said, please, I'm specializing in English language. Is it possible to teach? Yes, it is possible. A lot of English teachers have come. They are teaching middle school. Some are teaching elementary school. So it's possible. All right. So come to the Telegram page. You can apply from there. The school year is almost starting, so you can apply. Thank you so much. Me, 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 yeah, yes, yes, yes. I'm speaking my little gun. uh, post day, yes, they are called post day. They like post more than anything. Your post will not even match them. Even if you are headmaster, they don't care. These students, they'll make you less. So, Ampofu said, Doctor, I didn't do any educational course at the university, and also I'm not a teacher. Can I still apply to teach? That would be very difficult. All right, because if you are not a teacher, you have not done any educational related course. That would be very difficult. I don't know how you can come to teach because the requirement is that you should be teaching at least you have taught 2 years after your degree, at least. And it is more preferable if you are in the classroom now, if you are teaching now. Is that okay? Yes, if you are teaching now, it's more preferable. So please, I'm not sure you can come in if you don't have the requisite qualifications. All right? Yes. Napoleon says no. Napoleon, yes, I was just trying to explain to him why he cannot. Yes, unfortunately. Yes. And if you have any more questions, please feel free and ask. Some of the agencies have already started. Some of them too are opening. Some of them are working. I mean, all year long. So if you are ready to come, please make sure you have your documentations. I've done videos on documentation that you need. I've also gone through the process of evaluation, which was really a headache for a lot of people. I didn't know that it was a headache for you because I thought it was self-explanatory, so a lot of them can get it done. But that is one of the videos that is doing well this week. I was shocked. It had a lot of views, a lot of views. I mean, the last time I watched almost 5 point something k. I'm sure probably it has gone up. I didn't know. I didn't know that a lot of people had struggled with the credential evaluation. So I believe any other thing that we have challenge with, just send me a WhatsApp or a chat. Probably I'll make a video on it because if it becomes something that is common to everyone, then I'll have to walk you through. Is that okay? Yes. But the ones that are self-explanatory, I'll encourage you to do it yourself. All right? Yes. Thank you so much too. All right. So people, I know it's very late in Ghana because it's 6:32 here. So I know it's 10:32 in Ghana, and I know a lot of people are going to work. I'm not going to work tomorrow. It's holiday for me. I'm still in summer break. So um, core math teachers, elective math. No, here core math and elective math are not separate. Now let me explain what happens here. The math has been segregated. So in North Carolina, we have math one, math two, math three, and math four. Math one, two, three, and four. Now, then they have calculus. Maybe they have calculus one, calculus two. Then they have calculus, they added it to the statistics. Or you can do statistics alone. Okay? And these are advanced class courses, college placement courses, if you want to take it. They are AP classes, AP calculus, AP statistics. And these are courses that are separated. But in all, there is a level of statistics in everything you will teach. So now the math one is basically like core math, as you may call it. The math two, but it's a mixture of all. The math two is an upgraded core math where they mix it with some of the elective math stuff. The math three is purely elective math. Okay. The math four is elective maths that are gone a little into statistics and a little into geometry. But in that is in North Carolina. But in Florida, for instance, the statistics is separated, the geometry is separated, you see, and they have algebra one, algebra two. Okay, in Florida we only have algebra one, algebra two, but they separated the geometry as a standalone course. So geometry, everything geometry is standalone. You have to take that course separately because it's a very important course. Okay, if you know math, geometry is one of the most important, apart from calculus. So then the calculus is for the higher classes, the AP classes, the advanced placement course is a placement course. So it is more for those who want to go to college or those who want higher math content. Is that okay? Yes. So that is how it is. So you are teaching everything. You are not teaching. You are not going to leave something. No, no, you are teaching everything. Here, you are everything is mixed. You are teaching everything. Yeah. So concerning the evaluation, is Patron charge? Will Patron charge separately my diploma and degree? Yes. If you want to do it separately, they will charge you separately. So for me, I will only do degree because here they don't care about your diploma. Okay. If I say they don't care about diploma in quotes, they are not so concerned about the diploma you have. They are more concerned about the degree that you have because you can only teach in the United States if you have a degree. Is that okay? You can only teach in the United States if you have a degree. So degree and above. Degree and above. That is what they want. Very good. Before we take any questions from here, I want to make this clear. Those of you who are coming, those of you who are already here, please listen to me carefully. I know my time is almost up, and I don't want to go beyond 1 hour, but I'm going a little, maybe 2 minutes. Please, and please again, do not start this teacher program or the student program or the student or coming to school here thinking about staying. Oh, what am I going? How am I going to get my permanency? How am I going to get my green card? How am I going to? Will my family have to go back? Please, you have not even gotten a school interview. You don't even know whether you are coming or not. The visa has not been given to you. You have not even applied, and you are worried about what you are going to do after 3 years. Somebody asked me that question. In the night, I answered him, but I wanted to fire him, but I said no. There's no point in firing. I keep saying that. I've said it several in my videos. There are things we cannot discuss by the roadside. You know, this app is a roadside. Eh? Facebook is a roadside. YouTube is a roadside. We cannot discuss certain things on at the roadside. You need to go behind the scene. That is why there are some training they don't do it on open market. You have to go and pay for it. You go behind the scenes and it is done for you. Please and please again, focus on getting a school, getting your interviews, passing the visa interviews, and getting and landing in the United States or in Canada or in UK or in Germany. When you land and you settle, you start teaching, then other things will come. Don't sit in Ghana and be thinking about and if I go I don't want to come back again. And me how am I going to stay? The program is for 3 years, it's for 5 years. So therefore blah 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 blah. People are talking. And my people, I they talk too much. Hmm? I they chat too much. Please tone down. Let us tone down. Let us tone down. There are things you cannot discuss here. All right. So if you have such mindset, don't even go blowing it out to everybody to see that oh this is your mindset. No 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 no. We don't do that. These people they are smart. These people they are changing the laws every day. Tomorrow we can wake up and say okay you know what all this teacher program we scrap it. We have a solution now. All teachers in America we are going to increase your salary. We are going to give you $10,000 every month. You see how teachers will come back to the classroom. They have a way of shifting a lot of programs. So if you think of abusing the program, if you are thinking of abusing the program, don't come here to broadcast it. Don't come and ask me to tell you. No, I'm not going to tell you. No, I won't tell you. Focus on getting your school, getting your interviews, getting your visa, landing here, either with alone or with your family. Then you can talk about other things. You understand? You're not in the bubble. The ecosystem, you're not in it. You are talking about how you want to have it. Hey, my people, my people. You won't harvest the crop while you dey there. You don't even start the farm. You don't plow the floor. You don't even sow the seed. You want to start harvesting. You dey think about how you are going to harvest that and you're going to sell it and how you're going to make more money in the market and you use the money to buy bicycle. You buy no 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 no. Relax, chill. All right, chill. uh, He said, for Spantran, if you evaluate two or more degrees simultaneously, the charge is the same as 1 degree. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Abasi, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that information. If you evaluate two or more degrees simultaneously, the charge is the same. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I didn't know. Then me, you have your answer. Okay, you have your answer. Sponsor will charge you if you add both. But you see, there's no point in adding your diploma unless your degree is 2 years. Unless you did a 2 year degree, that is why you have to add your diploma. But if your degree is 4 years or 3 years, you don't need to do the evaluation for the diploma. But well, you can do it as well if you want. Okay, because the charge is going to be the same. Yeah. All right. Thank you for that information, Abesi. God bless you. God bless you. Donna, I salute. I salute you. I hope everything is okay. Yes. So, guys, I appreciate everyone for coming here. And as I said, let's focus on coming first. When you come, then other things will follow. please do not be in a hurry to be plugging the fruits when you have not even gotten the land. You don't even have the land yet to even plow the land, to even sow the seed, for it to germinate, for you to get the fruits. No. And you are thinking about how you are going to sell it on the market day. I'm sorry. Okay? I'm sorry. And please, teachers, if you want to be more effective in the classroom, go sign up to Amma Menson's training on pedagogy. It's just $50. If you don't have the money, you just send her a message and tell her sincerely you don't have you don't have the money, you want to be part of the training. And if you know anybody, any individual or any group or any company who will be ready to sponsor at least 2 or 3 teachers for this training, please, you can send me their contact or you can send the contact to Amma Mention. She will contact them, and we just want them to pay for at least 2 3 teachers. All right, we have even individuals who are paying already. So if you are here and you can sponsor at least 2 teachers from your village, 3 teachers from your home country, please do so. Please do so. It's just $50. And I don't know what $50 is in your currency, but I know in Ghana it's about 800 cedis or something. So we can work out. Stephen, let me take these questions real quick before I close. Some comments from the public on the Spantram page suggested that they were not responding to them after they paid for the evaluation. That is not true. That is not true, Stephen. They always respond. Spantram is one company that I will tell you that if you do everything they've asked you and you said you want 10 days, you see, if you choose 10 days evaluation, 10 days and everything is okay, you get your evaluation in 10 days. If you choose 5 days, you get your evaluation in 5 days. So I don't know what they are talking about. Yes, I don't know what they are talking about. Please, can somebody get a job with Ghanaian certificate in Canada? Yes, why not? You can get a job with Ghanaian certificate. It depends on the type of certificate you have. It depends on the type of certificate, though. Yes, you can get a job. Akwasi, if your diploma is one which is making you professional teacher, then you have to add it. Yes, that is exactly my point. I mean, so who was that? Me. I think this answer is also for you. Is that if your diploma is the one that is making you a professional teacher? So some people they went to do diploma post degree diploma, so diploma in education. If that is what is giving you that professional title as a teacher, you have to add it. That's what I mean. Akwasi added. Thank you so much, Mood. Thank you so much. I love the contributions. I really appreciate your contributions. They are very timely. Joseph, if you use 3 years and 2 years for degree, it means you use 5 years to acquire the degree. Yes. Or yes, it's simple math. If you use 3 years and 2 years for the degree, and what are you using 3 years for, and what is the 2 years for? I don't get it. Maybe the 3 years is for what? The main degree, and the 2 years is for post diploma or what? Maybe if you Joseph, if you can explain it, I'll be very glad. For 3 years diploma, so you have 3 years diploma and 2 years for the degree. Hmm. Yes, you have to evaluate all for them to determine. Yes, you have to do the evaluation for them to determine your course content. Okay. I think the evaluation, basically, like I explained, focuses on the content. They want to match the content and the credit hours. Because to be able to teach in the United States, you need a certain number of credit hours and you need a certain number of content, a certain level of content, sorry. So they want to check all to see and make sure that you have that. That is what evaluation does. So you need to send a tool for them to be able to do the evaluation and determine if you have all the requisite qualifications to teach here. All right, good. So I believe it's a little clear. If not, you can reach out to me behind the scenes. Then we continue. I don't want you to go beyond the 1 hour so much. So if you don't have any main question, I will appreciate every one of you. Thank you, Maud, for all the timely comments and contributions. They were very good. Evans, thank you for your questions. Akwasi, Donald, Nee, God bless you guys. Ample for Madam Mary, thank you all for being here. Joseph, Solomon Tai, thank you so much. Obed, Yankee, Amano. In fact, the list is a lot. Napoleon, Nana for Onia, Namisra, Namisra, Vincent Kuma, hey, Vincent Kuma, yeah. I remember Vincent. I remember Vincent so well. Sakite Gabriel. Gabriel, is it a Gabriel that I taught in Presec? If it's you, please respond and let me know. Sakite, is that you? I remember I taught the Sakite Gabriel in Presec. I thought him, I'm a very smart guy. Robert in Cameroon, Bonjour, Monsieur, Sakite again. In fact, thank you all. Thank you all for the great job and God bless you. A question said in the last one, he said, it is equivalent to 4 year degree here in the US. I know a lot of teachers who went to College of Education for 3 years diploma and 2 year post diploma. Very good. Very good. I think today I say Bonso, you are lucky and Mood is here and giving you good and solid responses. So you are good, right? You are good. So that is your answer right there. 3 years, the 4 year is the same. It's the same as a 3 years diploma and 2 years post. Yeah. So I appreciate everyone and have a blessed week. Remember, you can do it. You can do it. Do not let anybody guilt trip you. Do not let anybody tell you otherwise. Apply the wisdom, apply the common sense. You can do it. You will make it, and I believe it. I mean, this is I'm no pastor, I'm no prophet, but I always believe that God has a way of making all of us make it in so many ways. Just believe in yourself and just trust the process. Don't lose focus. All right. This week is gonna be tough, but you will be tougher. It's gonna be rough, but you will be more rough. You will make it. You will ride through above all those storms, and the week will be a blessing for you. Trust me. It is going to be my blessed week. And I believe that. And I wish you all the best. Thank you. See you another time. Bye bye.